It's time to predict League One. Yes guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be predicting the Scottish League 1. I've already predicted the Scottish League 2. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. So it's now time to predict the Scottish League 1. So, as like the last video, we're going to be starting from the bottom of the table and working our way up to the top. So, yeah. So let's get started. In 10th place, I have said promoted side Peterhead. Now, Peterhead got promoted from League 2 last season, winning the league in the final 2 games. And I just feel like it's always tough going up to League 1 from League 2 because you're playing some full-time teams. It's a very tough league this year with Hamilton, Inverness, Queen of the South, loads of good teams in there. But I just think they're going to struggle. I don't think their teams... I think some players like Jason Brown maybe is good enough for League 1, but I just feel like some players aren't good enough for League 1. So, and coming up against tough opposition, I can't say that word. I just think they're going to struggle. I think they'll go down, and just not a good season for Peterhead. So I'm saying 10th place for Peterhead. In 9th place, I have said Kelty Hearts. Now, Kelty's a really good team. They were in the, Lone League a few seasons ago. Well, a long time ago, 5 years ago, something. Got back-to-back promotions, won League 2. They've been in League 1 ever since then, which was the 21-22 season. They got promoted from League 2. And they've lost a few key players this season, like Ross Cunningham. Guess he's got Ross Cunningham now. But anyway, they've still got some good players in their team. I think they will. Obviously, they've got experience in League 1. I just think they're going to have a big fall-off this season. I think they will survive the playoffs. I think they will stay up, but I just feel they're going to have a poor season. That Ross Cunningham scored goals for them, and I just feel they have a few goals scored. I just feel like they've lost that key player, and that's what's going to cause them. But I'm saying 9th place for Kelty Hearts, although I do think they will win the playoffs. In 8th place, I have said Stenhousemuir. They had such a phenomenal season last season, League 1, after coming up from League 2, their first ever league title in their history. Last season they got playoffs in League 1, unfortunately lost to Airdrie in the semi-final. I was at the first leg, that was a good game, dominated by Airdrie, but probably as expected. But I'm going off topic here. Usually when you have one good season after going up, you just fall off if you don't go up. And I think teams are going to know how they play now. And I just feel like they're going to fall off because some teams are going to get the better of them. And I said it's a tough league this year too. With Peterhead and East Fife coming up. Hamilton in the league, Inverness in the league. Queen of the South looking good too. I just feel they're going to struggle. I feel they're going to struggle for results. But I do think they will manage to stay up. I think they've got a good enough team to stay up. But I just feel like they're just going to fall off a wee bit this year. So I'm saying 8th place for Stenhousemuir. 7th place, I have said East Fife. Now, they got promoted through the playoffs, beating Annan in the final. 4-3 in aggregate, I think it was. Yeah, and their team's really good. It doesn't deserve to be in League 2. And they've had a decent Premier Sports Cup campaign. They kept it close against the Livy Premiership side. Not that the cup means anything, and the cup's very different to the league. But I just feel they're going to have a really good season. Like a lot, usually when you go up, you have such a good season. I think East Fife will stay up quite comfortably. I think they'll have a really good start. I think they'll fall off a wee bit towards the end. I think maybe December, January, they will be in a playoff spot, you know. But then I think from there, they're just going to fall off a wee bit because these full-time teams are fit. They're usually quite fit for the full season. Part-time teams aren't the same. So I think they will fall off a wee bit towards the end of the season, but overall a decent season for East Fife, so I'm saying 7th place. 6th place, I am saying Montrose. They had such a poor season last season after getting playoffs the season before. They finished 4th that season, and couldn't get through Inverness in the semi-finals. Last season, they finished 8th, a really poor season. They made some good signs over the summer. I think they're going to have a better season. I think they'll miss out on playoffs in the final few games. But overall, I just feel like an average season for Montrose. They usually finish about 6th, 7th, 8th. So and obviously the pitch wasn't ready. Had to play the games in the Premier Sports Cup at Gayfield, it was. And I think it should be ready for the first home game, which is against Kelty Hearts, but just an average, boring season for Montrose, I'm saying. So I'm saying 6th place for Montrose. 5th place, I am saying, this was a hard one to predict, but I'm saying Cove Rangers for 5th. I've changed it just at last minute, because I originally predicted Alloa to finish 5th because of their pitch problems, but I have chosen Cove to finish 5th. Yes, Cove are a really good team, and they had a good year last season. They almost got promoted. They kept it so close to Airdrie. They couldn't go up. Finishing runners-up in the league. And it's just been really good in League One, but I just think they're going to miss out in playoffs. Again, it's a tough league. I think it's going to be so close to that playoff fight. It might come to the final game. I just feel they're going to miss out. Yeah, I think they'll have quite a good season. A bit of a fall-off, to be fair, but the fans will be disappointed at that. But I'm saying 5th place for Cove Rangers. And 4th place, I gave it away in the last clip, but I'm saying Alloa Athletic. And the pitch problems I'm talking about, if you don't know what I'm talking about, they're having to play the first 3 games away from home because their pitch wasn't ready. I don't know what's going on. I think they got into trouble for it. They played their games at Alloa, so I don't get why they did that. Maybe it's extra time to get ready because obviously they're Astro. Maybe they have to change it to grass. I don't really know. But I think they will manage to get playoffs. They failed to get it last season. And they look really good. They bet Dundee. I don't know if Dundee are just bad or if they were good. And I think they could go through the group. But I think they'll finish 4th. I think they'll have a better season, Alloa. Poor start because of what's happening, but I think they will pick up towards the end of the season. I just feel like they're not going to go up again. But I'm saying 4th place for Alloa. I think they're going to manage to get playoffs, but I don't think they will go up. Getting into the top 3. 3rd place, I am saying Queen of the South. What a phenomenal season they had last year. They finished 3rd last season too. But Cove just got the better of them in the semi-final. And they lost narrowly 2-1 on aggregate in their away leg. And they're looking good this season. I feel they honestly could go up, but I don't think they will. I think they will lose in the playoff final. Well, maybe not actually. I don't know, but I think they will have a good year. I think they will be near top of the table maybe. They might be top of the table at Christmas, I don't know. And they are full-time as well, so they are fit. Yeah, I think they're going to have a good year. I think they're going to fail to go up, but I think it's going to be another good season for the Queens. So I'm saying 3rd place for Queen of the South. Top 2, I am saying, this was a really hard one to predict, but I'm saying Inverness Caley Thistles for 2nd. They're looking really good this year, Inverness. They've made so many phenomenal signings. And they were really good last season, League One. I know they got deducted 15 points, so it didn't look like they were good, but they were good. They were winning lots of games after it. And yes, I get they have some losses. Probably what you expect. There's a lot of the players left, and the manager left, and they had to get the assistant manager, I think it was, to be in charge, and he's done really well for Inverness. But they're still in administration a wee bit. They're starting the season with a -5 point deduction like Dumbarton is this year. And I just feel that's what's going to cause them. I think it'll come to the final game, maybe the final few games for the title. But Inverness, I'm saying 2nd. I think they're going to narrowly miss out. But yeah, I'm saying 2nd for Inverness. A really good season. I think they will go up through the playoffs as well. But yeah, I just think they're going to miss out on the title due to what's happened there. And 1st place, I am saying Hamilton, Accies. They got relegated from the Scottish Championship due to a 15-point deduction. I think they had lots of charges. I think it was £9,000 or something, maybe a bit more. Had 4 separate charges. Got relegated to League One, pretty much busted into League One since that happened in the final 3 games, just as they thought they were staying up as well. Quite harsh to do that. But yes, they are at Broadwood. Yes, it's a difficult time for them, but they're the best team in the league, let's be honest. That's why it was so hard to predict, because Inverness is starting the season on a -5 deduction, but Hamilton's also playing at Broadwood, so it's like there's 2 problems going on, but they're the 2 best teams in the league, so it's really hard to predict. Some people saying Inverness will win it, some people saying Hamilton will win it. That's all I've really seen. But I just think Hamilton is going to edge it. I think they will go back up to the Championship quite comfortably. Well, maybe not comfortably, actually, but Hamilton playing Inverness in the final game of the season, so that might be the title decider. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm saying first place for Hamilton, a good season. They might struggle at the start a wee bit, but as I said, they're full time. They're fit for basically the full season. And they've had a decent Premier Sports Cup campaign. Yes, they got smashed off for Hearts. They've lost to Dunfermline narrowly, but Dunfermline's a really good team. I think Hamilton will win the league. I think they will go up, and yeah, a good season for Hamilton. So that's my Scottish League One predictions for this season. Let me know what you think of them down below in the comments, and what maybe your predictions would be. Some of you might be like, oh Matthew, you're absolutely crazy saying that Hamilton's going to win the league because they're at Broadwood, or Kelly's in the playoffs, like what you're talking about, they're good. It's just such a hard league to predict. But let me know what you think of them down below. And yeah, so yes guys, thank you for watching this. Please like and subscribe, share all that stuff. I'll see you in the next one.